Hey everyone, I'm Jake from Whole Life Health. Today we're talking about shoulder pain. Now, a large percentage of the population suffer with shoulder pain. Maybe you're suffering with shoulder pain right now. I know I did for a long time, but I've got two quick steps, in fact, two lazy steps that can help you fix shoulder pain. And I'm going to show you how you can set up your environment to help you fix shoulder pain. Now, you're going to need to make a few small changes around the house. Maybe you've already got some things around that are going to help you fix your shoulder pain, but it's actually really simple. So here are three simple solutions that you can implement for my top tip number one for fixing shoulder pain, and that is hanging. So out here in our garden, we currently don't have our full gym set up, but since moving here, this is the first thing that we've got up. This is some old scaffold bar which we picked up for pretty cheap, wasn't that much. Added some of these little clamps which allowed us to create a frame, and quite simply from here I can hang. Now you might think, hanging? Why are you hanging around on a bar? How is that going to help your shoulder pain? Well, we spend a lot of our time during the day with our hands out in front of us. Maybe we're driving, maybe we're at a computer, and our shoulder is internally rotated the whole time. So we're here, and we also spend a lot of time pushing, and so we may be doing push-ups, we may be doing bench presses, just things around the house where we're constantly in this position and we're holding onto things, we're pushing against things, but we don't spend a lot of time with our hands overhead hanging, which is what we've evolved to do. Our ancestors would have been swinging through trees, they would have been climbing things to maybe get to some honey that was up in a tree, in a bee's nest. And if you think about our cousins, the great apes, they spend a lot of time up there hanging. It helps, and it seems obvious when you're up here, to pull the arm bones out of the shoulder joints slightly and make them sit more neutrally, which often we don't get in our day-to-day life. So hanging from a bar is a great correction for that, and you don't have to do pull-ups, you don't have to do anything crazy. It's literally just a hang. I'm not tensing anything, I'm not pulling. The only thing that's working are my hands to keep me where I need to be. Obviously from here I can work up to adding some swing to it. I can work up to pulling myself up. They're all things that will come in time and as you progress, but you actually just need to hang. But if you haven't got one of these set up in the garden, you can't get hold of scaffold, I'm going to show you some alternatives. So coming through the kitchen into our hallway, so we come into the house just here, and right in front of you, a great visual cue to say you should spend some time hanging because it's good for you. We have this fingerboard above the door here. Now, here, very similar. Pop ourselves up, and away we hang. Again, we can add a little bit of swing if we want to, and again, we can add in some pull-ups to watch your head on the ceiling doing those. I can't do a lot of those because my finger strength isn't as good as I'd like it to be, so I use this quite a lot to try and build my finger strength. If that's not a possibility, then here above our bedroom door, and this lives here most days, this is just a detachable door gym. Slots on there. Now you can't move around too much on these because you don't want to disturb them, they need to be locked in place. But again, just real simple to hang from here. Again, you can get a bit of a gentle swing on, but I wouldn't recommend doing anything too crazy while you're on with these. So again, I'm completely relaxed, I'm trying just to settle in. Just let my body weight do the work. And again, obviously you can add in your pull-up routines and things if you want to. All of these make great micro workouts just spaced throughout the day. I quite like using them in my work breaks. So that's top tip number one. Get hanging, reset your shoulders, get them into a good position, and that actually can fix up to 99% of shoulder problems, and it has even helped people avoid surgery. So even if you're at the point where your shoulders are really messed up, please give this a go. Obviously listen to what a doctor is telling you if you know you've got specific medical issues or concerns around your shoulders, but if you know you've got pain and you know it's heading in the wrong direction, get hanging. You can work up to doing 3 30-second hangs a day. 99% of shoulder problems fixed with that. That's quite impressive. Now the second thing that I'm going to show you happens here in the bedroom. So this is the laziest you can get with a shoulder fix. And I found this to be really helpful, especially at just removing the last bit of stiffness I had. So whilst my Achilles was bad, you'll see that for those of you who've been following, I no longer have a boot on and my foot works and I'm getting recovered. But when I had my boot on, I couldn't lie on my side like I used to. I used to lie kind of crumpled up in a fetal position, usually like this. And I thought, I'm going to take the opportunity to learn to do the opposite, because again, I was spending my night time with my shoulders in internal rotation like this, just like at a computer or driving all day, and I wanted to do the opposite. I wanted to get my hands back behind my head. So I taught myself during that time, because I was going to have to anyway, to sleep on my back with my hands up behind my head, which meant I'm getting my shoulders into a much healthier position than they would be if I was still sleeping like this. Now you might find it really difficult to sleep like that, but you can practice. So just, hello, I'm joining the video. So during the daytime, if you're going to have a nap or you're just going to have a lie down, or you just think, actually, this is really tough for me, I'm going to give this a go. You're on the bed when we haven't got the covers on. This is naughty. Come down. Down. Thank you. So even just lazing about the day on the sofa, get these hands back here, and you might find that your elbows want to come up because you've got tightness in your chest, and that's something you can work on separately, but actually hanging will really help that as well. So 2 top tips for fixing your shoulder pain, fixing your shoulder stiffness, and relieving you from a lot of discomfort. Check them out and let me know how you get on.